Good morning, everybody. Let's play some music and see you in a bit. Let's go. Hi, Barbie. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Barbie. Hello. Hi, Kelsey. What is it today? Everybody's in and out. What's going on? What's going on? Come on, guys. I'm in. Doing this for you guys. How is everybody? It's about 65. I don't know what is this. 19 degrees, which is pretty warm for this time of the year over here. Hello, Onyx. Hello, Mr. Onyx. Onyx. I cannot see anything, Onyx. I cannot see anything. Hello, hello. Good morning. I hope everybody's okay. We kind of have a weird rainy. I think it's raining. I think it's going to rain the whole freaking day. So it's not going to be fun. Hopefully you, Barbie, have a much nicer day. Barbie's birthday. Voila. Happy birthday. So, let's do this quickly because I really have certain things to do. And I'm just like not getting enough sleep lately. So I'm just exhausted. It sucks when you fall asleep at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. That's kind of like too much. So Barbie, we know it is your 29th birthday. It's fun, but you know what happens after 29th? You become 30. So enjoy while you can. That's all I can say. So let's start, guys. I guess Barbie, you're going to tell them because we just have a few people here too. And Lynn is here. Sorry, three. Kelsey, Barbie, Lynn. So I don't know. Is this kind of like everybody has to have things to do or not? But guys, I'm doing this for you. Maybe the frequency is too much. 4 times a week. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to ask you to guess If you don't guess, I move on. If you do guess, I'm going to write this down, and I'm going to do a one card pull for each of you who guessed it just before the doors, which are coming to the end. Alrighty, so let's do it. Ouch for 30. I know it freaking sucks, huh? I know, like when I look at my photos right now, when I was like 25, and I look gorgeous, if I can say so. And I remember back then I was thinking I was fat. Like I was like this tiny. It is really, really weird. So it is Barbie's birthday, and Barbie is going to get a card to start with, because she's also Libra, and we are starting with Libra because that's transition we are going through. So this is my deck for doing the things. Oh, I changed my plans to be here. That's so sweet. Oh my god. And I see you changed your oh, I love the Barbie kind of like a new icon. That's really awesome. That's really awesome. So, oh my god, you got 2 of Cups. So it is like about nurturing. It is about people who support you. Hello Lynn, bonjour. Ça va bien, j'espère. Barbie's birthday today, so it's a big celebration. I just need to cut the cake or something. Did they put the tiger outside, or he's in? Tiger! 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 Tiggy! Oh, here he is. No, that's a cat. Oh, here he is. He's like, what? Barbie 2 of Cups is always like good things. Always like that people will be responsive to you. Always that people will notice you. That things can do well. It can talk about a wink, wink, smile, flirtation, something new happening. It is all freaking good. Like, I mean, I'm so glad that you're getting a really something positive for your birthday. So, the very first one is Libra. I better start with this. So, Libras, let's see what's up in the store. These are messages. These are Halloween messages, because the next one over is Halloween. I'm going to do the next time first half of the November, and then the week after the second half. So we are going to do that. So let's do it. Oh my gosh, Libra. I wanted to get 2 cards, and I'm getting, I think this one came reversed over there, so I need to keep it this way. So Libra, something that is starting like, oh, like some kind of like shit show, I would say. So what do you have? You have Ace of Cups reversed. You see, Barbie, how individual reading is very much how it differs from generic one. That's what I always say. You cannot really go entirely with generic one. It's some kind of like guidance. But anyhow, Ace of Cups reversed, 8 of Swords, blindfolded card, 4 of Wands, and 3 of Pentacles. 7, 15, 16. 16, this kind of like adds to 16, and 16 is a tower in major arcanas. Tower always predicts something unexpected. Tower predicts, can I do it without the glaring light? Let's see how it would look like. Tower predicts something that can go off. Tower predicts something that, let's see, like now when it turns off, I still have to wait. Is it going to be too dark? So something might be happening over here to you. This is a little bit dark. Oh, I think it's compensating, so it's better. That something is going to be unexpected, but an unexpected bad. And I can see a little bit more information. What is this unexpected bad over here? Oh, good morning, creative guru. How are you? So anexpected bad is, so basically French word for today is like bon anniversaire. Bon anniversaire, Barbie. So, gosh. I'm still waking up. Bon anniversaire, Madame Barbie. So that we know, anniversary. So that to them is a birthday. To us is something else. So there's like something here that you feel stuck, guys. You feel that something is not developing the way you would want to. You feel that some wishes are unattainable, kind of a thing, but you'll be surprised because you're going to get it. You are going to really feel when you might almost be rejected, and after that, it's going to turn out maybe in a different form, because this is really interesting. This is like kind of like thought process over here. It adds to seven, so it talks about something resurfaces, something comes from a different side, and there is a celebration, and there'll be other people involved, maybe three other people or two or three other people. That's going to be something really interesting, and they maybe are going to be instrumental in helping you. So all is well that ends well, isn't that what they say? So let's hope, let's go in this direction. So there you go. Except, you know what, guys, I think the light, like, because I did set my camera to compensate for the low light, but I'm pretty much here tapping in the dark, kind of like, I think I cannot see anything. Hopefully, let me just place for 7. But anyway, I had a really interesting scam going on last night. I haven't seen that scam. Somebody started to text me 8 o'clock at night, and they said, do you drive this junk car? And then they put a brand of my car in there, and I didn't respond, and I kept on going, this piece of shit car. And my car is not a piece of shit, but like I could see, it's almost like, you know, men, when they think they want to control a girl, so what they do, they start calling you names and say, oh, I know somebody would call you fat, but I don't see that. It's kind of like they call them pickup artists. So in a psychology, it just shows an abuser, kind of a thing. So I already had alert. And yeah, your car leaked oil all over my effing pizza parking. Problem is, like, I don't eat pizza ever. and and I was like, and then I kind of like broke down. I said, stop contacting me, but it just kept on going because, oh, it's alive on the other one. So I started to threaten me, wanted money, and I called the police. They have been located and arrested. But this is a completely new scam, just so you know. It was from Quebec, so maybe it's only going on in Canada, but I just want to let you know, kind of like it happened. But it was not somebody very smart because they were doing it from their own freaking phone, not even trying to mask it. So, did somebody guess? Did somebody guess? You guys can guess. This is the next one. This is the next one. And it's going to be the one after it. After it. So let's see. What are the guesses? What are the guesses? The guesses. I'm going to open it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We have Aquarius. I have to monitor on my screen. Oh, it's happening all over the planet. I know, it's disgusting. Usually they call me from India, and that's kind of like where I see this happening. But this was local. This look, tiger. So we had Gemini as a guess, and this didn't do it. I need to go and turn off the volume on this one. Sec. Yelling always works. No. These are neighbors. They're allowed to do it. All right. So we are doing Aquarians, and it started with a loud barking. So which means we are going to defend some turf. We are going to be doing something that is very noticeable. Look at the Hermit is showing up. We also need to pull inside and kind of like figure certain things out. So we have the Hermit, we have King of Wands, and we have 9 of Cups. It almost looks like a strategy, like it's a major arcana, and this is also a 9. So we have 9s. There is like some kind of culmination happening. We are winning in something, and that something is very successful. King of Wands could be somebody coming in their life, could be a winning strategy of a sort. It could be us actually to really think about it. I don't know if you're like really passionate about something. Whenever I see Hermit card, I'm thinking spirituality. I'm thinking you're going against the grain, like, like you have the masses, and then you have a person who says, you know what, like it is dark over there. No, it's not dark. And like usually people go along with other people's opinion, but this person is like so firm and it doesn't do it. So that's what is happening. But that actually makes this person a natural leader, and that's kind of like what I'm seeing this here. But there are also, I have to say, lonely moments, but happy, not lonely, alone moments. Let's put it that way. Alone moments, but they're like happy. Look at this as like meditation, and this is meditation. So I think, and I will recommend doing lots of Zen next while, because I'm not doing it only for a week. I'm doing it for whatever period of time that is really, really important to kind of like happen. So Aquarians, I'm not worried about you. You're reaching, oh yeah, this is good to know. You're reaching that answers and resolutions on your own. There's like not anybody else. Maybe that man, it could be that King of Wands, but King of Wands could be a lawyer. So just keep that in mind. No, you did it the last time, and what happened the last time? That's Aquarius, and you are Pisces, Mr. Onyx. Oh, they are getting the real characters out, and it's hilarious. Okay, I need to put it somewhere else. Okay, guys, keep guessing. We are going the next one. Aquarians, enjoy. Yeah, which one is this? Which one is this? Huh? Isn't he adorable? Isn't he adorable? A little cuddly kind of like thingy. So I'm going to shuffle this a little bit. Let's see what happens on it. Oh, unusual sound and air flowing. So we have the Taurus guess over there, but it's going to be Gemini over here. Let me see if we have any guesses. I'm going to take the next one over here. It's just like I have to watch because of the kitten. So let me just put this here. No guesses this time, but Barbie, thanks for throwing in your hat. Good morning to everybody. Barbie's birthday celebration once a year, but this one is a big one because she's turning 29. So hopefully you can stop by and say hi. So Gemini, you have Knight of Pentacles, and I love this Knight. This talks about friends in your life. There is like a wheel of fortune, and there is, oh, the Lovers. You guys have two majors. Something really, really good is on the way. This one means that something has been going really slowly in your life, very slowly developing, very slowly going in a certain direction, but you are going on up and up and up. There's like something really powerful going on in your world. Again, there is like the 16. There could be an element of a surprise over here, but things are really working out. Like things are working out with your lover. Maybe somebody's going to tell you that they love you. Maybe you didn't trust certain relationship because it more had you kind of like got the idea that maybe somebody friend zone you, but this might actually turn out to really be a relationship, a meeting of the minds that two people feel the same attraction. But this can also talk about contracts. This can also talk about a lottery. This can also talk about winning some serious money. Wheel of Fortune is always spinning. It also depends on us paying it forward. It also depends on us how we behave when we are in a situation that we are powerful, because I guess it comes back to the full circle, and in that full circle we also experience the other sides. So Gemini, excellent. It's just really good, like the guy from Simpsons. And this one kept flipped. So to me, King of Knight of Pentacles is always the knight with the dark horse, interestingly enough, because Pentacles are just kind of like more like a friendly, like especially knights that don't really come across as sexual, except that a dark horse, which here is a broom because of the flavor of the witch's deck that I purposely use for Halloween. But this to me is very much connecting to Aquarius. I really have to tell you. I guess because of that friendly nature and somebody who doesn't really, it's not something for something with this person. It's kind of like all working without it. So, okay, Barbie's guessing Aries. That was the card before Onyx interrupted us. And this one is going to be like, good morning, Sally. And Sally has been going through lots of things. We all need to give her a massive hug. Sally, hugs to everybody as well, but like Sally really needs a big hug. Barbie needs a hug of a different kind. She's leaving her 20s, and that's always something. So, okay, what do we have here? I only have one guess. And close Barbie, but not really there. We'll just put it, if we can put it here before he comes back. So we are talking Sagis. Let me just put here the stamp. Sagittarius. 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 So, ooh, we have 9 of Wands. What is this? Ooh, the World, but it's reversed. And 3 of Wands. I really have to come close to see it because it's quite dark here. I also I'm fighting eye infection because of my contacts. So I cannot wear contacts and my eyes are blurry because of infection, but I think they finally gave me the proper medication, which I didn't have initially. So I wasted 2 weeks basically of treatment. Interestingly, this 9 of Wands is being shown this way. This is like with your back against something. So it's almost like being cornered here as well, because you can see this tree is so big, it's kind of hard to escape. But she still has her magic wand. Like, I mean, many of them have been burned, but this one is still there. They're like somebody who is testing different methods, doing things, and that could be you guys poking your things everywhere, doing your things everywhere. It's kind of interesting. But the World, I don't like it over here. I really don't like it. It's clearly something about you here, guys. It might be connecting a little bit to Leo with that flavor where you were gambling on something, that something was supposed to be really good, but it hasn't been. Something like that. Really, really strange, right? Additions. It's 6, so it's something relating to family matters, or it is relating to something private in between couples or friends. It could have been that you're giving an ultimatums to someone and that you're not really happy about the relationship that is going on, and something is coming from the past. I was just, who was the before one? Gemini. I was just telling them they had a Wheel of Fortune, but you have the World. It's very similar. It keeps spinning. It's basically the wheel that keeps spinning with Gemini, which is the opposite to you. And it's always good to check the opposite sign, because it's almost like teeter-totter. Like, yeah, you are up on the teeter-totter, but somebody's down. It's going to depend on how they pull it up to how you're going to come down, right? Unless this is a huge discrepancy in weight and so on and so forth. So here I feel that there's like something from the past resurfacing, and that something is making you very defensive. But you're being Sagittarius, you're just saying to yourself, you know what, I'm moving forward no matter what. Like, I mean, this is the positive attitude of Sagittarians that always kind of like move forward and stuff. I just want to, because it's a negative card, I want to see what's going on. See, it's coming as a Lover, so it could be a problem with someone. So it could be somebody from the past coming back, but they haven't changed. They're saying maybe the right things, but they haven't changed. So the very same things that have played a role before, that made you defensive, that maybe somebody put you in a corner. This card can also talk somebody who has a wandering eye. It doesn't necessarily tell me about cheating, but as I said, these are very basic messages. I just really don't go in depth, because otherwise we're going to be here for 12 hours if I just do that. So just keep this in mind. So that will be Sagittarians. So the next one here, guys, and the one after is here would be who. Oh, Chris is not here too. Like, what is this? Like, everybody's on strike. I think Chris is coming every other one. I even noticed this. Capricorn, Barbara's guessing Cancer. Start with C. Both of them, kind of like you're on the roll, Barbie, today. Even though you didn't guess it, I kind of like feel it. It's going in a good direction. So let me just do the stamp over here, and let's go. Capricorn, and we have Ace of Cups. We have the High Priestess reversed. You have a really good feeling about someone, a really good feeling, but that someone is not coming through. Like, your feeling is betraying you, and you're being betrayed by this feeling. And you also have the Hierophant over here. This could be your ex-husband, this could be your ex-wife, that could be something that you felt it can go in that direction. But oh boy, you're getting two major arcanas, both reversed, which means also that you might continue that everything looks good on the surface, but I'm telling you that this person is going to bring with themselves major learning experiences, right? Yes, Barbie, it was close, but no cigar. And smoking is not good for you. Wink, wink. So what do we do? 2 and a 5, 7, 8. It can talk about somebody who looks good on a paper, but it's not behaving a certain way. In any case, I do see that you're charmed, right? But look, we're going from 1 to 2 to 5, right? So there is a progression of a sort for sure. Hierophant talk about the moral standards and doing the right thing, and kind of like always looking like for your higher self and what will be in interest of everybody, but it's reversed, so none of that matters. And this is going to look really interesting because these two cards are the most spiritual from all major arcanas, and both of them are failing. So Capricorns, be very careful, because you will be dragged into something that doesn't have to necessarily end badly. It could be just something that is illicit, or you're taking a shortcut you're not supposed to take. But you're getting away with this for now. You're not going to get away with this morally. So there's like some kind of like minus that is recorded against you. I'm really sorry to say. It's so weird because usually you guys have unbelievable positive readings. And look at this, is kind of repeating. It's marriage, and this is also marriage. The Hierophant is marriage, and this talks about what does it say? Thought. Oh my gosh, I'm getting goosebumps because High Priestess is thought. You see her, she's never talking, ever talking. She is thinking so profoundly that you can pick up what she does to you. And here we have upright. It's kind of urging you, do the right thing. This can also be that somebody's trying to talk you into marriage. Somebody's trying to talk you into something that is like a long term, and you are not seeing this person as it is, or you are not respecting your own boundaries in the situation. So Capricorn, remember this reading when we get to the point, what would we say, about between 5 months and 2 years. That's going to be where the piper is going to come and get the payment. That's going to be because of these messages, because of what is happening right now. I have to shuffle. This was like a very strong message. I have never seen it. This was almost like God came down and gave this message. So if anybody has a very strong Capricorn in a chart, or if any of this resonates to your life, this could be a message for you as well. Okay guys, the next guess is here. I'm taking the one that's going to be after over here. So let's see what this is. And we have Pisces. Nobody ever guesses Pisces. I guess maybe we don't have that many Pisces here. So I don't know why this is, but I'm going to put here stamp, and let's start. Pisces. So we have Page of Cups, and that's you basically. Then we have the Emperor reversed. Something is going on which makes, oh, which destabilize you, right? So like you have Page, like you have water, you have fire, and you have earth, and this is the devil. So Pisces, there's like something really going on. Somebody is knocking you off your feet. So I don't know, for some reason it sounds to me that you're finding yourself in an environment that is very either hostile, like what they call it, square peg in a round hole kind of a thing that I see over here. This could represent your boss, somebody who is obnoxious, somebody who is authoritarian, somebody who is like so monstrous that you just cannot please this person kind of a thing. But somebody who also operates on very underhanded principles. This could be a boss. You have two major arcanas. Two major arcanas are major warnings, like only 3 cards, right? Two major arcanas. They're like only, I think, what, 1/4, the 21 major arcanas of 78 cards. So this is like a big warning. And you're coming down with the devil. Can you see that here? He's coming to this lovely couple and they had a really good time, but hey, would you like this like cash? Would you like this ice cream? Like, you know, that's, I don't know what offends me more, the fact that the devil is pushing and rearing his like ugly head there, or the girl only gets an ice cream. Why not freaking money here, right? That's kind of like a thing, what it is. Doors are going only on the end, Barbie. Just, I'm trying to keep this under hour, and whatever is time left in the end, I can just put a little bit more time in there. So I would say, guys, here, Pisces, that you really need to be very careful, which is really talking more about your environment. You're finding yourself in a wrong environment with wrong people who will be asking you to do the wrong things. And since everybody's doing wrong things in that environment, you're going to feel absolutely weird. The only way out is that you remove yourself. If this is a new job, you need to quit. You need to get out. This is going to cause not only unhappiness, but also it can cost you something legally. So I got these 2 cards, and both of them came, they came like this way. So technically this one is reversed, and this talks about baby. So something new. And this one is jealousy, and jealousy reversed is actually even bigger jealousy. So somebody's jealous of you. That's kind of how it looks like, and they're going to do anything possible to undermine all your efforts. Baby is almost like your card here as well. It's something new, it's something that's just developing. So that's why what I said initially, it could be a new job, it could be a beginning of new relationship. If this beginning of new relationship is, let's say, with Aries, Libra, or Capricorn, that person is highly problematic, and so will you end up with having lots of problems over here, right? See, Barbie, like we air signs like think alike. Kind of like, yeah, why not money? Like, at least tempt me with something. Ice cream? Like, really? You insult me. Of course that I'm going to be more virtuous if I'm just offering ice cream. It's hilarious, isn't it? So guys, let's go with the next round. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are halfway. So this one is going next. I'm doing actually excellent today, right on time. So we might just really do this properly. You're drinking pumpkin coffee, love October. I don't know, like, is this good? I don't think I ever tried it. I probably should go to Starbucks and get one. I see that they're offering pumpkin cakes. Everything is pumpkin kind of a thing. I'm still working on my zucchini cakes, zucchini chocolate cakes. So the next one is Aries. Barbie, I told you, so it's close, but it is a cigar this time. So Barbie girl, birthday girl is first one that is guessing. The guest, like guessing and guessed. So bravo, Barbie, bravo. So let's do Aries. Put here a stem. And Aries, let's start. Aries. So we have the Sun, we have 4 of Cups, and we have Knight of Pentacles. So Aries, There's like some kind of like a family happiness over here that is really happening in this period, right? So you have to keep in mind that Libra is the opposite of Aries. So it can be really lots of things happening. It's almost like cleaning the house when it's the opposite sign. It also gives you very little energy. And when we have little energy, we tend to kind of like pull ourselves inside, which is really good because that's how we realize, oh, I better do this, I better do that, and I better do that. It's kind of like really interesting to look at this way. You're a little bit disillusioned with something. Maybe something was so good and you're having a little bit of melancholy or thinking about the past, or maybe you're missing somebody. Maybe there's a member of your family. Generally, it's so this can speak this way. You might be a man and you're thinking of a woman, or if you're a woman, you might be thinking of a man, right? Um, so there's like somebody who is pregnant here, and so it's a woman and two other women shown in the picture, which is not the regular rendition. Um, this is representing a Leo, so you might have a Leo, um, and it's generally a very positive card. The sun really shows, sends happiness to everybody, kind of like in the situation, right? But then we have here Four of Cups, which indicates somebody who is moody, who is disillusioned, who cannot be I guess triggered with anything. It's just like, you know, the person is being left to be left alone. But there are going to be some kind of friends coming through, or maybe you're missing somebody friendship. It is really interesting because you're like really going in a deep thought in this period. This is a message for you. I want to see why is this like Four of Cups over here shown, and there is a Lover. So it could be a person. I don't know. Maybe are you telling yourself you're happy, but you're really not? And you're like, or you're just simply missing something that you wanted to feel, missing some closeness here. Because you're clearly, there's like something going on. And this could be, I don't really see a heartache, but I do see intense thinking about somebody. And it's a little bit sadness that is kind of like really happening over here. That is really, really interesting. So Aries, if you are hearing this, please let me know. I would like to know what is this all going on over here. So creative gurus have been trying to declutter and organize. My stupid fibromyalgia keeps knocking me down. Sorry to hear that. Oh, fibromyalgia is like sucks. It's like fatigue, right? You just cannot do anything with that. And I am promising myself to do something for 6 months. It's still on my list. How bad is that? So just know that you're not the only one. Okay, guys, this is next, and this is the one after that. So you can guess this one quickly. And we are getting Cancer over here. Let's see what will be your guesses, guys. Let's see what I'm going to do. I'm just still looking at my screen over here. Alright, so putting the stamp. Anybody guessed? No, not this time. Barbie, you're still the sole winner, interestingly enough. So Cancers, we have Ace of Swords. It's a karmic card. It's karmic card. Ooh, creative guru. That doesn't sound good. So Cancers, you have really interesting reading. My dear Cancers, are you connecting to air signs or fire signs? Somehow, are they really important in your life? Or Aquarius, to be really direct over here. There's like something going on. You're craving new beginning. Very unusual. Cancers are, you know how they walk, how they kind of hide under the rock. But boy, when they go after you, they go after you. So this talks about breakthrough. This talks about something really fast happening, something going in a really, really good direction. Ace of Wands is something from the past. It's something that doesn't have to be identical from the past. For example, let's say you have a boyfriend, girlfriend from the past. Now the same person might reappear, or you might revive the same relationship, but it could be with somebody else who looks like that person, who acts like that person, or you can simply be talking about this person, right? It is really asking you to really do things in the best interest. You're getting this Aquarian card here, and this is coupled with this one. It's almost like the bookends. And this is karma card, which means you are resolving something karmically. So I don't know if you have fire signs or air signs in your life. And that's not how we think. How we think is like, oh, I messed up here, I better fess up or apologize. That's how we think, but that's not how they think on the other side. How they think on the other side is like, look, you had a homework. It was 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you were doing like 47 and 58. What's this all about? Kind of a thing, right? So even if you did homework and even if you did everything well, you didn't do what was expected from you. And what is expected from us? Sometimes hard lessons are expected from us, right? So we are not doing what we are supposed to do karmically. And this is really telling you, you need to look up, you need to follow your star. Maybe you're stuck in the rut and it's asking you to move forward. It's somebody in the past. In your case, you need to kind of like think who somebody nudged you in which direction to go, and this is like somehow resurfacing. And since this doesn't have a timeline, this could have been decades ago. This could have been in a past life, but you will know. You know, the deja vu that we kind of like feel about it, we would know. It's very, very important kind of a thing. So, all right, guys. Yeah, I started to take these mushrooms, cordyceps, and reishi, and I forgot reishi last few days, and I couldn't sleep properly. But man, this one is really good for sleep, and apparently it's supposed to be good for longevity. So, Creative Guru, I think you might want to do some research and just to see it, because I generally don't really think much about it, but this one, cordyceps, helps with energy. And I also have a very low energy, I guess, because I'm burning all my mental energy and then renders me physically very weak. But it did start to like recover my energy, so it's really, really interesting. Alrighty, who is the next one? We are guessing Leo. We are guessing Leo there. But close no cigar again. I have Taurus over there. Let's see, is anybody I'm going to guess over there? So, where is my Taurus? Here. Okay. And let's do this. And the next one. Here. Alright. Taurus. Taurus, we have 4 of Swords, we have the High Priestess, and we have King of Swords. Now that's really interesting. This is none of these guys are your element. 4 of Swords is a respite. What is it? I'm not pronouncing this properly. Respite, relaxation, pulling away, but not pulling away just to sleep. It's not vacation style. It's kind of like time to give your thanks to some kind of like a reason of this, right? Look at the High Priestess is basically the tarot reader who is able to go deeper. So this is like some kind of like a really, really deep thought. Maybe you guys are emotionally getting ready for something that is legal, and as we usually know, like you need to emotionally get it. When you emotionally get it, then you manifest it in the outside world. It has to be not only get it, but emotionally get it. You know, people who win lottery over and over, they really psych themselves up to do it. It's how the energy works. And I tried it many times, and I guess I still have to keep trying on it, but it's just so freaking weird. You have to be like, I mean, one kind of like on a track with this, like incredibly. So this is really asking you for this intensity. It's also asking you to talk truth to yourself. But King of Swords is like somebody who is just where good things happen, how good things happen. So it's really important to kind of like happen in that direction. So it can talk about some equilibrium, some balance that somebody's taking away from you. Thank you, Lynn, very much, but please don't pay me in the future because Google is not paying me anything. I can give you guys my PayPal. I don't even know if I can reverse it here. I can't. I don't know what's going on with Google, with YouTube, but it's just ridiculous with how they are doing this. So that's why I'm doing. But thank you. I really appreciate the sentiment. So just, I guess in the future I need to pin it to not pay me anything if you want. It's paypal.me/Cactera is basically my donation kind of like part. And I keep forgetting, and that's why I'm demonetizing even this reading as it is important. So guys, something is moving forward here for you in a good direction. Taurus, it could be legally something that you're feeling righteous, that you really want to go and do things properly, right? So it's very, very important to look at that way. Yeah, I know, like, I mean, PayPal, I mean, it's clearly all these companies that are American companies are dominating. So Canadian dollar is very weak right now. And that's why when I, for example, do my readings, I always set the prices in Canadian dollars. But if people, I always translate it into Canadian dollars. So that way, it works differently with my tax system and when I report it. And B, it also, I work with international exchange. So let's say if $1 is like 1.32 Canadian dollars, PayPal is going to give me 1 to 1. They actually steal 32%. It's, I don't know like why this is happening, but apparently as a company they can do whatever they want. So I kind of like did say everybody this is kind of like according to the exchange that they have. So probably you guys know when you're ordering reading from me, I always submit to you what this is like what the exchange is, and that's what I expect to get in Canadian dollars kind of a thing. So the next one is Scorpio. Scorpio. So let's see. Ooh, that's going to be interesting one. And there is like a next one over here. So let me just put this. So Scorpio. Let's do a good shuffle. Man, Lynn, this is such a cute kitty cat. I'm still looking at it and enjoying it. Does it say something? How's it going? Going well. So cute. Scorpio. We have 3 of Pentacles. Oof. We have 10 of Swords. You see, most of us would see this 10 of Swords and we will go, brrr. But Scorpio and the Scorpio here, they go, yes, I'm going to revive, I'm going to be Phoenix, bring it on kind of a thing. And that's kind of like where it's a huge difference. It could be something relating to work. It could be some kind of like things that you really want to accomplish that just are falling flat on their face, literally, or somebody betrays you, or somebody asking you to take a fall for them. It can be really much something like that. Which you do and you're rewarded for it. Somebody really needs that escape kind of a thing. Somebody who's doing the wrong thing needs to blame somebody for it, which is really, really interesting because you again doing this, bring this on kind of a thing, but you are being rewarded for it. Not necessarily for this by this person. For example, I'm going to tell you one negative situation that is possibility that you're doing a job, that somebody says you did something wrong, you lose your job, and you know that you didn't do anything wrong, but then you get a much better job with much bigger pay and much greater happiness as a result. That's kind of like what can happen, and it can kind of like really work out in this particular kind of like situation here as well. So it's kind of like important to look at this way. So I want to see this 10 of Swords, because you kind of like don't see this happening. You are thinking that no, you're respected, you're like a team player, you're doing this for the better good, but oh boy, This is kind of like what is happening, and it is a fortune. You're not going to be fortunate in the situation. It is so it's not so much the love relationship here that I would say. This also could mean that you're going to get support with people around you. You're going to be able to bond and relate better with them. You're landing not only on your feet, but you're like actually becoming more fulfilled and happy about it. So that's really, really important, right? So that's what it is. Right? Creative Guru, imagine somebody taking 32, 32 or 33% of something as a it's just really weird. And then they start sending me the forms. Like it was one form a year that you have to do it for taxes and you fill it out, which I do, and then I submit it to Revenue Canada. But these guys are sending me these forms every 2 months. I said, you know what? I don't need it. I don't need it, kind of a thing. And this is all, anyway, the best of times. I'm not one of those YouTubers that is killing cats on the channel so that attracts, like, 2 billion of weirdos. So I don't get this much traffic, so I would anyhow get only pennies. So I think it's just too much trouble to do it. Never mind, not me. So we have the last guess over here, because I think one of these is going to be Libra. Yes, one of these. Oh my gosh, you see, my intuition is right on. I just wish I had a little bit more hours that I could feel a little bit more refreshed. So the last two. And let's get this one. And Barbie, you guessed it again. Barbie, you're getting two cards, and it's like so appropriate for the birthday kind of a thing. So let's see, Virgo, and let me just do the timestamp here. And the last one is going to be Leo, guys. Oh, did I do Leo? No, I didn't do Leo. Virgo. Virgo, you got a bundle. First, it starts with 10 of Swords. Then it goes with 4 of Pentacles. And then it goes in a Queen of Swords. So, you're like really on guard over here for some reason. 10 of Swords, again, like there is like backstabbing. There's like you're being harmed. You didn't see certain things happening. You didn't see certain things coming, right? You are feeling really guarded, and but you're still very much controlling the situation, even though you're not in control, which is really weird situation. You can control some things, but the whole point of controlling this is actually rendering you out of control. And this is why this card is really, really telling. It is asking for something to be worked out. It's asking for some kind of like balance of a sort. And ultimately is the person, which could be you, Queen of Swords, who again is the control. So lack of control, thinking that you're in control. So this is kind of being misguided, and then re-establishing this control. So it's going to be a really weird period, but this kind of like usually happens, right? Because Libra is one sign after you, and usually the sign after you is never an easy transition. Never, right? So whatever sign you are, the one after, kind of like buckle up or sleep through this entire month kind of a thing, because this is almost like all sorting out. Just think about it, like let's say you got all of these gifts and presents, and now there's lots of paper and bows, and you need to clean that mess. And that's what's happening in the following kind of like transition on another sun transition. So I need to look it up, because these are like warnings over here happening. And who is Queen of Swords? Queen of Swords is somebody harsh, and Queen of Swords is somebody who makes decisions. She can make them abruptly, she can make them harshly, but it's only appearing to the others abrupt and harsh, because, so be careful with making these kind of like other people might not understand. But there's like something that you must do. You need to cut something off. You need to decide something in order to preserve who you are. So here you have melody, here you have constancy, right? So this is really telling me that there are certain things that have been going on in your life that maybe they're still going on. This is really interesting that you're being watched. And always there is a warning against this card. Whenever you have this 4 of Pentacles, it's always talking about that you're disconnected, right? And when you're disconnected, and we are not supposed to be disconnected. You don't. That doesn't mean that you have to go, in the square and like take off your clothes and dance naked, kind of a thing. No, this really means that this money he's getting here is supposed to be used to be shared with others. Otherwise, it doesn't have a purpose, right? Money in itself doesn't have value unless it's exchanged for something. So there's like some kind of like investment that is really needed. It can be even investment in you, but it's something has taken off. Something have hurt you. Something has been happening that you're not feeling good about it, or something like that. So there are going to be some kind of executive decisions. It's very powerful, very deep reading over here. But since we only have an hour, that's it. That's all, folks, this time around. And the last, we have Madame and Mrs. Leos. So let's see what we get with this, guys. Leo. And Leo, during the transit of Libra, even if it's bad, it's not bad ultimately, right? Because it just simply says you always get a kind of like a boost. It's almost like there are bad things happening, but people around you love you, people around you want to help you. That's kind of like a thing that really happens. So it's not as bad. Imagine if bad things are happening and nobody around you wants to help you. This is going to be very, very different as well. So let me do my stamp here, and let's do Leo. So we have Four of Cups, pulling to yourself, feeling a little bit sad, feeling a little bit disconnected of a sort, and here another two. Ooh, oh my goodness. So this is really urging you to stop sulking. There is like a little bit of self-sorrow that I can see here. Look, he's drinking on his own. It's so weird because I see hammers over here. He's almost like in a bar and just like looking, hammers and books and knives, and the cat is looking at a fishbowl over here, and he keeps drinking one after another, and nothing is. So basically the solution that you found is not working. That's what it's telling me. You have to seek some different solution over here. And these two cards are really significant because this is you guys, and this is you in the next life. So whatever you're living in this life is going to be upgraded, and it sounds like it's better. Like, this upgrade doesn't mean that you're on a higher level and you're higher vibration level. So this is like a second and third floor. It doesn't mean the third floor is better, right? Yes, it has a greater view, but it has a bigger responsibility. The wind can blow it like sooner away. So you see that it's for and against. I don't mean anything bad. But Aquarians, basically, for example, this is Aquarius and Leo, the opposite signs. And that's what it's telling you here. There's like some process happening that is going to culminate during Aquarius. So something is happening right now that is setting stage, which is going to be happening for you in about 4 5 months, 1 2 3 3.5 4 3.5 to 4.5 months over here. So, and it's going to really relate to that next vision that you're going to have. So what is the difference? The Leos need to learn how to be, I guess, selfish and generous. Selfishness and generousness, these are like two lessons you need to learn. So how to strike the balance in between the two. So some Leos turn out to be super selfish, right? I don't know if you've seen what Madonna did to herself. I really feel sad for her. And I almost like, I'm angry that she's violating my childhood things because she was such a rebel and it was so cool. She did so much for feminism. But what she's doing now is just like that woman who did all that is having such low self-esteem. It makes me very, very sad. And guess when she was doing very well? Because that Leo that she was born as, she actually lived as Aquarius. She was doing this, sure, selfish a little bit for herself, but for everybody. And now it's back to it. But this is normal. She needs to learn that lesson. But she did for a moment get, this is the next stage. That's where I'm going next, kind of a thing. Right? So that's kind of like where I see this happening. I want to see why you guys have these Four of Cups here. You have them, there's like hope, but there's like hopelessness and yet the star is a hope. So you're going about something that you want a very wrong way. Somebody's maybe telling you what they need, but no, they don't know what they think they know. You're going to tell them differently. It needs to be some kind of like shift of perspectives, Leo. Everything will be okay, but whatever you're doing right now, stop it. It's not working, it's not going in a good direction. So how and where you need to do, you need to think about something that is much greater than you. If generally you would like to put food on the table for your family, and now you need to think, how do I put food on the table for everybody? That is going to start taking you in the right direction. You don't necessarily have to do it. We know how difficult that would be, but it's going to put you in contact with the right people. Also Aquarians, another Leos would be a solution, not so much the water signs. So, guys, don't forget to like this video. As Barbie's telling you, we need to listen to Barbie. Even I listen to Barbie. And again, Barbie's happy birthday. So let's do Barbie. Since you like these cards, I'm going to pull these cards for you before we go for the doors. Everybody can ask their own question, which is a yes or no. But first, let's check Barbie. Barbie's birthday. So what messages here? Let me uncross my legs. And this one was flying. You're getting 8 of Pentacles. There are like some kind of like details. Ooh, Barbie, that you need to really think about. This one wanted to come out. Look at that. So, Barbie, this is talking about putting all the dots on your I's and crossing the T's. Literally, they're like the devil is in the detail kind of a thing. And if you don't do it, it's going to be very costly. It is very, very simply saying, did you cover all the angles? Did you cover everything? So somebody is knocking you down, or somebody's attempting to knock you down. But in this particular deck, it's really amazing. This particular deck, you are not dead. In the other decks, you're dead. And he not only that he knows, but he can tell who this person is. We cannot tell. There is also a crow, which talks about strategy and smartness. He is going to reach to his broom, and he is going to succeed. It's going to be a very unorthodox way in how you're going to succeed. Like, this is the air sign, your air sign. So this is a 10. Like, you're going to feel nothing is happening. I am not going to get it. The preparation was well done. So be careful. If this preparation is not well done, that might sink it. And maybe that's like what's happening. Somebody's saying, because of this, you're not getting something. I don't think this is very emotional. I think this is more or less talking about some perspectives or some successes in life. But then you have the Fool. It's a completely new cycle happening. So there is like a full recovery. Not only there is a full recovery, but there are no hard feelings happening over here about the past. And here's telling you, it's still going to look a little bit scary, but take this leap. It's going to take you in a good direction. So that's kind of how you need to think about it. So hopefully that helps, Barbie, and it kind of works. So the doors, guys, let's do the doors, and just think about a question for yourself, a yes or no, and think about the door 1, 2, or 3, and let's go with this. And what did I do with Pisces here? I did rub my hand on it. I'm going to get their stamp erased. Okay, I'm going to get it so that I don't have to do it. You didn't see, this card is going to be number 1, number 2, and number 3. All right. Alrighty, guys, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think we have gentlemen today. So now it's going to happen in November. We all going to get more and more crowd happening. So November is really interesting because November is month number 11. And 11, for me, it's very meaningful because I'm a number 11 in numerology. And also I was born in month number 2. So I always am between kind of like these two things. 2 is like almost like just what I said to Leo. It's the difference between strength and star. Like, one is like, okay, you know what, it's all feeling comfortable, it's a lukewarm water, I can do it. But then this lukewarm water becomes cold, which is not comfortable, and then you put a little bit of heat to it to kind of like do it. So it's that cycle going on. Okay, guys, let's go. The door number 1, there is like a 401s. 401s, success, things going forward, celebration. It might not be the final success, but it's going to be something that has been conquered in the process. The door number 2 is King of Cups. This is also success, but this is also emotional fulfillment. If you're asking for somebody to come and tell you they love you, if you're asking for somebody to be there for you, or if you are simply seeking that connection or something that is going to make you feel fulfilled, the answer is yes. And oh my gosh, look at this. Everybody who kind of like guessed is getting their wish coming through. And this is like also very emotional. It's also 10 of Cups, which means this is a really, and both of them are really great and deep satisfactions. The answer is yes everywhere. This one might relate to a whole bunch of family members. Maybe you need something from the family or assistance of the family, a unity of a sort. But look at it, the rainbow is being created. So it's kind of like, almost feels like that sagas when you're telling stories about families and their struggles, and then they reach success. And this is kind of like how strongly this feels. So kind of like feeling like coming home, and it's yes, I feel content right now. It's a really beautiful feeling. So ladies and gentlemen, Barbie birthday girl, I hope you have a wonderful day for the rest of the day, that you guys do some fun things. I don't know what I will do. It's raining, even though it's warm. It's kind of like weird, and I think we have the rain for the next 4 or 5 days. I'll be studying French, and the next time we guys have first half of monthly, so it's going to be 6 signs only. I find this works much better for me, but I also find only half of you show up. Maybe I had for such a long time every other week, but we will try it for a little while, and then I guess back in December I'm going only to twice, in order to just have my own Christmas in peace. So love you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and bon anniversaire, ma chérie Barbie. So everybody, all the best. I'll see you next Saturday. Love you.